Hello everyone, so today we will now begin with our Photoshop tutorial. We'll be first tackling with the basics up to the intermediate level, and as for the advanced and professional level, we will be talking about that during the live trainings. So for now, let's just understand Photoshop as a tool and how you can become a design graphics artist by using Photoshop. So now let's start. First off, when you start Photoshop, it will look like this, totally blank. So what you need to do is to create a screen for you to work with. So you click on File and New, and from there, it's now for you. It's turn for you to create the dimensions of your frame, for example, by inch. How wide is it and how tall it is. Why is this important? Because sometimes when you print a paper off Photoshop, and suddenly you think, wow, this is so pixelated. Why is it so low quality? Well, it's because your size is really small. So there are default sizes in Photoshop, like for example, photo size. So this is 1.54 MB. This is really small, not that small. And you can also create your own size. For example, you decided to create a frame that's 20 height, 20 inches long, and 20 inches tall, and then you'll name it frame size, and then you just save it, save preset, and then once you save it, it will appear here. So I actually created one that's called poster size. So this is how big my imagined posters will be, so that when I print it out, it's really high quality. So for now, let's start with photo. And there we go. So in this workspace, before you do anything, before you start with anything, you need to double click background into a layer. Just trust me, because why you need to do this is because we need to work with layers, not with backgrounds. There's a reason for that later. Now, we have one working space. You see this? Now let's say you want to create another working space. Just click on New. And let's say you want to create a US paper size, so this is quite a little big, 24 MB this time. And there, now you have two working space, 1 and 2. Now again, I remind you guys to turn background into a layer, never forget that. Okay, so now let's start adding pictures. Let's say you want to work with a picture. So I'm gonna start with adding this picture of a girl in autumn. It's really nice, and I'm going to explain the different types of movements and selections. So there are two pointers up here. You can see the moving and dragging selection and the other type. Okay, so to begin with, let's first turn background into a layer, and now let's click on the moving arrow. Okay, so I'm gonna do it right now. When I move her, you see, she goes wherever I want. See that? And now when I try to let her go, there are 3 points up here. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure I counted right. So what you do is when you try to resize a photo, you can use these points to resize it. Let's say you want to resize the width or the height. But you know, when you resize a photo, I really suggest that if there's a photo of a person in there, make sure you use to resize this point right here, and don't resize it right away, because if you try to resize it, look, her face stretches a bit. See that? So before you do that, click escape to bring it back. Click on shift steady push, and now when you click it, look, no matter where you go, the image stays uncorrupted by the size. So it's normal looking. The face doesn't get stretched or whatever, as long as you hold shift. Okay, so I'm gonna bring her back to her normal size. After resizing, never ever forget this. After you resize something or after you move something, you see we're selecting this layer right here. Never ever forget to double click it like this. See that? Once you double click it, you're confirming that that's the size you want. If you don't double click it, look what happens. Look, I'll resize it, and then I'll say, okay, this is good. Let me do something else. I'm going to click this, and then, oh no, what's happening? I can't click anything else. And let me do this. It says apply. The reason why it's not functioning right because you didn't confirm the image yet. The image is waiting for your confirmation. You need to double click the image for you to proceed. So I'm gonna bring it back, and there you go. Okay, so that's how this resizing and sizing works. Now let's talk about selecting. Okay, you see this tool? Um, there are different types of selections. Let's say I want to select her face for a frame because I think she'd look really good in a frame like that. Okay, so what happens is, okay, I'm gonna add another image to make you understand JPEG. There you go. So there's two images now. What happens is when I select her face like that for an image, this area becomes an active selection. What that means is whatever you do, it only affects this area. For example, I want to cut her out. How do you cut? Or Control X, right? So let's do that, Control X, and now the face is gone, and let's paste it, Control V, and now she's here. And now you're thinking, I want to move her somewhere, and you try to move the picture, and it's not working. You know why? Because you're still in the selection mode. You need to go to moving mode before you can start moving her. Understand? So whatever mode is up here, that's what's going to work. So follow-up question, so how do I move the one behind her? Because whenever I click, it's always her moving. Well, the answer to that is, look, the layer that's active is her photo. It's her. You need to make the layer behind her active for you to select the one behind her. So how do you do that? Easy. You click on this layer and now you're moving this one. Click on this layer and now you're moving her. But let's say you got lots of pictures up there. So, and now you're thinking, oh no, where's the layer? How do I look for it? And it's gone. So what you do is, for example, you want to select this layer, you steady click on Control and push this layer. And now you got it. Steady click Control, push this layer, and now you got it. So that's fast selecting. And now I'm going to teach you another trick. Let's step backward a bit. Let's say I want to select her face as a circle like that. So this is another way selecting. Control X, Control V, and now you have her face. So there's plenty of ways to select, but the best thing I like is actually the quick selection tool. Okay, let's see if we're done here. Okay, not yet. So I'm going to show you a way to actually put her into a frame. So I'm gonna step backward a bit, backwards. Yeah, this is like undoing. Okay. Yeah, I know. I can actually go with Control Alt Z, but I'm using a program right now that's prohibiting me. Okay. So you got another picture over here, and let's say you want this frame to be replaced by, let's say, the stars, like this one. So what you do is, you see it's a square, right? So you go here, select a square. I just right click this, by the way, to open that. And you do this. Cut it out. See, it's black. It's not layers because I forgot to put a layer. But anyway, Control V, resize. Put this over there on the edge. Resize it like that. It's okay to stretch it out because there's no human figure here. And then after that, double click. And now you have the picture there. See? Very easy. So it's like it belongs there. So that's one trick. Let's now proceed to the more advanced things. Now let's talk about dominant layers and inferior layers. So as you've noticed in this picture, why is it that this one is the one visible and the one in the back is the one behind it? Because whatever layer is on top, you see this? Whatever layer is on top is always going to be the one on dominant and the one you're going to see first. So let's say this is the layer behind it. You want it to be on top. So you just move it up and you see the other layer is now invisible. It's behind it. So if you put this in front again, there you go. But I'm going to share with you this thing called opacity. Let's say this layer covers the entire thing like that. And then what happens if I adjust the opacity? Look. As you can see, it's kind of becoming transparent. You see that? So that's how opacity works. Let's delete this and let's proceed to the next part. Merging layers. Okay. So how do you merge a layer? So for example, this picture over here, you cut it and then you put it over here, and then you kind of like the frame. It's looking like a frame. And then you want to merge these two layers because you see they are still separate. You see that? Let's say you want these two to become one. So what you do is You click this, hold control, click the other one, right click, merge layers, and boom. They are now one picture. See that? Okay. Okay, so hello everyone. Today we will be discussing Adobe Illustrator tutorial, the introduction. So again, congratulations to everyone who were able to make it to this live session. Let me just check if recorded yung voice ko. 1, 2, 3. Okay, recorded siya. Okay, so first of all, what is possible with Adobe Illustrator? No, ano yung pwede mong magawa sa Adobe Illustrator? What are the amazing things that you can do with Adobe Illustrator? No, so ang iniisip ng iba na vector cartoons lang, no? Akala nila mga ganito lang yung pwede mong magawa sa Adobe, no? Like simple lang. But if you really learn how to unlock the potentials of Adobe Illustrator, you can actually create images like this and images like this, no? Yung following the sketch, or images that you yourself will create, no? Like this. So you can really see the many different potentials of Adobe Illustrator, and you will learn how to unlock those in this tutorial. No, are you excited, guys? No? Na finally nandito na talaga. So, this chapter, hindi natin i-cover lahat ng Adobe in one go, ha? Medyo mahaba to siya, so it's gonna take for many trainings siguro. But for this chapter, we're gonna discuss layers, selections, basic shapes, pencil and tool brush, and groupings and transformations. So ito yung ating i-undergo through this tutorial. And so anong mga gamit ng Adobe? Saan mo yan magamit, no? So the uses is, for videos, you can simply impress your audience with impressive custom-made images, no? And photos, makakreate ka ng art with your photos and bring them to life. Images as well, your own masterpiece. Captivate your target audience with your amazing graphics, no? Magamit mo siya for ads. Create icons, your own attractive custom-made icons, and even graphics for prints, such as t-shirts, flyers, posters, and so much more, no? So also, you need to know that Illustrator has evolved throughout the years. So, yung 2010 na Illustrator, 2009, hindi na siya kagaya ng mga illustrators sa ngayon na panahon. And you will be getting access to... Surprise lang, later lang. Pakita ko sa inyo kung ano na version yung makukuha, you know? Okay, wait lang, give me a moment. Let me just turn off the sound. Okay. And everything in your laptop can be done. So, because of Illustrator, hindi ka na kailangan mag-drawing sa papel, hindi ka na kailangan pumunta pa sa mga mag-hire ng mga artist or ano, you can simply do it all in your very own laptop. No, 'di ba? Grabe, no? Now, question, is it hard? So ito yung always tinatanong ng lahat, 'di ba, no? Mahirap ba 'to? So the answer is, it's easy to understand. It uses basic commands 60%. Basic commands mean yung copy-paste mo dyan, the same pa rin sa copy-paste Illustrator. So, can someone tell me paano nga mag-copy-paste? Hindi ko kayo marinig, no? Unmute. Ano ulit?
Control C.
Oh, very good. Control V, no? Ganun yung ano.
Yes, Control V.
Now, not everyone can master it. You should know this, no? So, Illustrator is not someone that everyone can master. Only 28% actually of the world's population knows how to use Illustrator, no? Because the majority hires experts. So, if maging master ka nito, you will be hired. So, congratulations. Now, you're one of the lucky few sa mundo natin ngayon na maka-learn, mag-master ng Illustrator. Alright? So, ito na tayo. What version are Quick Pro students going to get from Illustrator? Alright. So, are you ready? Sino maka-guess ng version? No? The answer is 2018. Oh, grabe. So, updated features. Grabe to siya, guys.
Bomba.
Malakas to, no? So, are you ready? No? Are you ready?
Yes.
But also, just a quick warning lang. Saan yun? Quick warning. prepare yourself, no, because sana yun? Because the tutorial might slightly be overwhelming, but if you love it, it will be easy to learn. Okay? Kasi you know naman dito sa Quick Pro na hindi tayo puro basic lang, 'di ba? We really delve into the deep talaga na lessons. And congratulations pala guys, no? Yung ating Adobe Illustrator, hindi na siya kailangan ng installation. Yung mga mahirap na installation na ginano niyo. Ito na oh, isang icon lang. Wala na ngang folders. Ito lang talaga. Ganito na siya. I-click mo lang yan. And yan, lalabas na yung app. Wala ka nang gagawin. Wala ka nang i-copy mga crack or patch na yan. O, kita mo yan, bukas na yan siya agad. No? So, hopefully, maiwasan yung problema ni Dayan. So, sa mga tanong yun, no? Okay, wait lang. So, ito ha, you need to wait and be patient, no? Sanay naman kayo, ladies, sa paghintay, no? Alright. Rock and roll the world. Alright, so ito na. So, as you can see, I want to show you guys yung mga nagawa ko na sa Adobe Illustrator. Kanina lang, no? Just 7 to 10 minutes. Ito yung nagawa ko. Oh, di ba? Merry Christmas, my forever. Do you like it? Ganda siya, no? No? So, are you ready? Na kayo na rin gumawa ng sarili niyong images, no? So, we're gonna dive right in. And we're gonna start na. So, to begin, we're gonna follow the curriculum. So, let's start now. Okay, first, we will be learning properties and quick access, no? So, ganito siya, guys. Oh. I'm going to open a file. Yung lahat ng files na i-open ko, makukuha nyo rin yan. These are going to be your exercise files. Ito sila lahat, oh. Makukuha nyo yan lahat. And we will start one by one, okay? So, let's start. Where are you? Number 4. 403. There you are. Okay, so kita niyo may boat, no? Okay, may boat. Wow. So let's start muna with selecting different tools. So first of all, when you have an image, by the way, am I clear na? Can we start na, guys? Clear lang voice ko? Okay. Let's start. So when you select an image, meron akong medyo marinig na, okay. When you select an image, kita niyo dito sa right side, yung right side, mag-a-adjust yan siya yung laman dito, yung properties. So, kita niyo yung properties. Mag-a-adjust yan siya according sa mga naklik-click mo. For example, I will click the ball. I-click ko to, boom. As you can see, nandito yung mga properties ng ball. Lalabas yan dito. Okay, you know what? To make it even simpler, I'll open a different exercise file. Ito. Where are you? Ito siya. Okay. Ito. So for example, meron tayong shape, no? I will click on the yellow shape. And dito lalabas yung color niya. Yung pwede niya maging color. If i-click nyo yan, pwede mo ma-change yung color. And then, meron din siya ng stroke. Yung stroke, if you've watched Photoshop, yan yung outline niya. No, outline. So if you click mo yan, oh, kita mo red na yung outline or green. But before that, let's discuss the basic stuff muna. Copy is simple. No, if you click this, Control C, Control V, meron ka ng extra square, right? Delete pa rin. Now, if you move this, ganyan lang. I-move mo lang yan. Okay? Now, you can see that I'm using the selection tool dito sa taas. Kita mo? Yung selection tool. I can move one object if isa lang yung naselect ko. If I select two objects, how do I do that? You can drag this na parang ganon. No, nag-drag ako ng square. And ganyan, dalawa na naselect ko. You see? Now I can drag two objects. Understood? No? After that, that's how you select, copy, and paste. Now, if you select something at saka makita mo dito, lumalabas yung mga properties niya. If you select mo yung text, yung text, mag-iiba rin yan yung makita niyo sa side. Dito sa side, oh. Wait lang. Makita niyo sa side na meron na siyang font dito. Kita niyo yung font? No? At saka meron rin siya ng size dito. Pwede mo yan mapalaki at mapaliit. May shortcut yan siya. Kita niyo yung scroll sa mouse niyo. If you scroll up ko yan siya, oh. For example, i-select natin to lahat. At saka i-select ko yung size. If i-scroll up ko, lalaki yan siya. If i-scroll down ko dito, liliit din siya. Do you understand?
Yes, coach.
Okay. Tapos dito, yung I think ito yung parang spacing ng letters. If i-scroll up ko to, parang palayo din yung spacing niya. If i-scroll down ko to, palapit. Okay, today we're going to be talking about Canva, and now we're logging in with our Google account. So let's start. Okay, let's start with mine. There we go. Okay, so palogin na tayo. Or do you want to log in lang with an entirely new account na lang, guys, para you will see it from the beginning? Okay, entirely new account na lang, no? So let's start. So let's say, what's the purpose of our Canva? Let's say it's for a small business, no? So you click on small business. And then let's sign up with an email. Let's say yung pangalan dito is cheese burger. Tsaka yung email is, ano kaya yung email dito? Marami akong email eh. Tayo sa Gmail. Naka-private browsing ako. Okay. Tambay lang. Tambay, tambay, tambay. Maybe you don't know how chat works. That's why. Okay, let's add an account. Okay, let's utilize ito yung isa sana 19. And next. And done. Okay, sana I'm gonna put my email here. And another confirm email and password. And then I'm not a robot. Unless I am. Oh, di ba? Okay. Sign up. Ano yung ginagawa niyo, guys, if nag-joke at walang tumawa si joke niyo, guys? Ano yung ginagawa niyo? Ha? No comment. Alright. Okay, so dito tayo.
Itawa lang sa sarili.
Pwede rin yan. Yeah, that works. Ako kung walang tawa sa joke ko, sabihin, uy, tawa mo. Katawa mo din ha. Sige. Let's click on, ano yung purpose nito? Let's say e-commerce, no? Kasi mag-sell tayo online. And then, dito kayo mag-add ng team. I suggest you create Canva, guys, if mag-start na kayo ng online shop nyo. At mag-add kayo ng different teams dito para may community kayo sa Canva. But for now, let's do this solo. Skipping invites. So what is our purpose? You can just skip this. Not sure, play with Canva. Okay, it will lead you here, no? So, don't go and create a design because ma-confuse kayo dito. Click lang kayo dito, oh, and here are the options that we're going to use. So, mag-create ng card, photo collage, brochure, meron din dito ng resume, no? Let's say try kayo resume, ganun. If you click on resume, may mga sample resumes na dito na you can utilize, which I don't recommend because you can make better resumes than this. But let's say tinatamad kayo, say ito siya, i-click nyo. And then, let's say naka-click na kayo ng isa. You can start editing this right away. So, name. I-click nyo yung name. Okay, ganun yung name. At saka yung designer. Ano yung role, ano yung ina-applyan mo? Diba? So, let's say nag-apply ka for, ganun yung ina-applyan mo. Diba? Or pwede rin online sing Shopify expert, 'di ba? Part-time lang kasi hindi ako pwede mag-commit. Pwede rin 'yan. Or dito kayo sa executive summary, you can actually edit all of this, guys, but I want to teach you how to design it even better. So I'm going to create a Facebook post because that's the number one reason for using Canva is creating Facebook post. So check this out. I'm gonna click on the screen, Facebook post. And we're gonna start an online shop, diba? So before we start an online shop, dapat mag-build muna tayo ng anticipation. So let's say yung shop na gagawin natin is a Korean novella shop. So let's go to Pexels, my favorite picture website. And let's put here Korean. I hear some sounds again. Alien sounds this time. I think it's Tessa. It's not Tessa. Yeah, it's Tessa. Okay, hindi na pala. Okay, let's go back to Canva. Okay, so ito Korean na eh. That is just not the Korean the world is looking at right now. Okay, let's go. Let's search Korean hot stars. Okay, we're gonna utilize these images for our Canva. Oh, ito na. Grabe. Whew. So dito tayo. We're gonna create a Facebook ad for our store that sells Korean novella-inspired fashion. Okay. So I'm gonna choose a nice picture here na magamit ko. Let's see. Ano yung maganda dito? Marami tayong inubo ngayon, no? Okay, I think I like this one. Yeah, ito. And then, I'm gonna change the color of the yellow. So, let's look at how you edit this thing, no? So, kita nyo itong yellow. Oh, na-click ko yung yellow space. After clicking it, I click on this, and I make it blue. I'm gonna make it, let's say I'm gonna go with gray. And I'm gonna make it orange siguro. Depende sa theme ng shop natin. Or you can add another palette. Wag naman tayo mag-add ng palette. And then, ito, parang cute siya. I'm gonna put it up here. And the picture, I'm gonna change it to a Korean star. So, to do that, this is how you do it. So, punta ka dito. Maganda to ah. Tatlong image in one, but isa lang yung kailangan natin for now. I thought mahilig talaga yung mga young people sa ganito ngayon. Grabe na yung mga young people ngayon, like, yung mga worries nila is paano maka-move on. Ako sa time na yun, yung inisip ko is paano ako mag-Super Saiyan eh. Yan yung goal ko noon, paano ako mag-Super Saiyan. Okay. Dapat may Korean na fashion. Dapat ilagay ko dito, Korean fashion 2018. Oh, ito. Grabe. Wait. Let's choose a high quality image. Large. And then let's choose K-pop. K-pop talaga ngayon yung putok eh. Okay din to. I think. Hindi ko alam yung mga hinahabol ngayon eh. Grabe. Puro vice ganda makikita ko eh. Pero okay lang. Oh, di. Bayot na jud na. Okay, so wait. Wait lang. I can't, audited lang ako, parang normal pa siyang tao. Okay, I'm gonna copy the picture here. Dito na siya. Wait, nawala siya. Drag and drop. Oh wait, wala pa rin. Right click, save image as. Okay. Hindi siya ma-save. Ito na lang. Hindi siya ma-save. Grabe yung protection ng mga K-pop, no? Hindi basta-basta makuha yung pictures nila. Let's see if it was saved. Oh, nandito siya. Okay, so let's go to our, Canva. I'm dragging it, ha? Oh, wait, may pumapasok sa room. I'm dragging the picture. Let's go to Canva. Nandito na tayo, no? I'm gonna go here, back to the folder, drag the picture, and put it here on the side. So, nandyan na siya sa side. Here's what I want you to know. Let's say may logo rin tayo. May logo tayo sa shop natin. Let's say our logo is... Saan yung logo na yan? This looks familiar. Okay, ito na lang. Let's say ito yung logo natin. Ilagay natin dyan. So, nandyan na yung logo, no? So, here's two ways to put a picture inside the portrait. If you drag it, you can immediately replace where you're putting it at. Oh, see what happened? Ni-replace niya agad. You see? Undo. You can click undo. But if you click on the picture, it adds there as a new image. You understand, guys? No, it works for other designs as well. So I'm gonna go back, leave this design. I want to choose a different design kasi parang ayaw ko yan. Facebook post. Um, I'm gonna choose a different design. I'm gonna go with let's say ito. Tingnan nyo, may image siya sa likod, remember? I'm gonna go to uploads. Nandito yung uploads natin. Look at this. I'm gonna drag the image into the image. So you see? Nag-blend yung filter, nag-blend yung image, and look, if I move the image, I move it as an object anywhere. However, look, if I double-click the image, I Hello everyone, welcome to our Adobe Premiere Pro tutorial where you're going to learn professional video editing, and we're going to cover everything in Adobe Premiere Pro, but let's start with the installation instructions first. Once you download the file, you will be able to get this folder entitled Adobe Premiere Pro 2019. Double click on that. Good news is there's no cracking involved. You don't need to crack, etc., etc. All you need to do is double click on Setup and install, next, and it's installed. Was that clear, guys? But one important instruction, you need to turn off your internet. Do you follow? So there's no more cracking. It's going to be very easy. Just turn off your internet, install, next. Do not configure anything in there. Do not change the folder location. Just install it. It's already pre-activated. And you will be getting the link to that in the software downloads very soon. Understood, guys? Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, so let's start. I have Premiere already here on my taskbar, so I'm just going to click that, start running it. There we go. Premiere Pro. And we're going to start with something easy. Okay, so we're going to start with something easy. Okay, ito na. Okay, guys, so the moment you launch Premiere Pro, you're going to see this opening. Of course, when you already worked with lots of files, you're going to see this previous recent files that you've worked with. But if you're starting new, you clicked on New Project. Okay, all right, New Project. Okay, after clicking on New Project, type in the name of your file. Okay, so we're going to call this New Sample Project. And type in where you're going to save the files. By the way, I'm going to be giving you guys tons of practice files, tons of amazing transition files, styles, effects that I bought online, and you're going to get it for free. The best transition packs, color packs, loots, all these packs, you're going to get it for free. Just make sure you follow the instruction on how to install them. Okay, after you click on New Sample Project, the next thing you look at is the renderer. Make sure you choose GPU. Okay, this is the strongest running engine in your laptop. On the video, just go with timecode. You don't need to change that. On the audio, just go with audio samples. On the capture format, nobody uses this because it's basically attaching a DSLR camera on your computer. And then, as you use DSLR camera on your computer, you can video directly, but no one uses that, so we can ignore the captured part. Next is scratch disks. Scratch disks is basically like the cache area. For example, you create a project, you put some files, music, and do some recordings. And as you do that, guys, there's gonna be some cache or temporary files being generated by Adobe Premiere. Where are they gonna be loaded? Just choose same project. So at the same place where you saved your project, right? You're going to click browse and save it somewhere. It's going to be located there as well. Was that clear so far? Everyone? Clear so far? Okay, very good. Okay, again, just relax on where you can download Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm going to show you where later on. Just ignore ingest, and after that, just click OK. And wait. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to explain to you guys every single element you see here. But before that, let me just show you a trick, like some things that Adobe Premiere can do, and it's really amazing. So I'm just gonna give you like a quick preview of what it can do. So what I'm gonna do I'm gonna go to the resources file. Okay, I'm gonna be giving you all these resources, by the way. Don't worry. And I'm gonna go to the bride's video, shaky bride video, and I'm gonna drag this into our project. By the way, I'm just gonna click on new project, file, new project. Okay, I'm just gonna drag this and put it here in the timeline. Again, there are other ways to do this, but this is just an example. Okay, there you go. After putting that in there, I want you to look at the video of the bride. If I play it, it's very shaky. Did you notice that? It's kind of shaky, right? But if I go to the effects panel, here on the effects, and I'm gonna search for stabilize. There's the word warp stabilizer, and I'm just gonna drag that towards the video. Again, this is just an advanced preview. We're gonna go through this one by one later on. And check this out. After putting that file in, that effect in there, in just a few seconds, so this video is basically analyzing this effect is analyzing the video to remove the shakiness of the video. And what's left after it removed the shakiness, I'm gonna show it to you after it's done analyzing. Okay, so give it some time. No. Give it some time. Okay, stabilizing, and there you go. So now I'm gonna play it, and let's see what it looks like. What it looks like. Okay, there you go. Very smooth, very clean. If I play it again without the effect, okay, here's the warp stabilizer effect. You see that? I'm gonna disable it, just like that. Look at that. So it has some shakiness with it, compared to with having the effect in. So clear. So this is just a preview, okay, guys? So now let's go back to the start. Let's exit this. So that's just a quick preview. Let's now work on the entire thing from 0 to pro. Okay, so we have a guide here that will set us up. Okay, so first off, let's open up a project. No, so I already showed you how to do that. Click on new project. We're gonna call this sample new project, and we're just gonna click OK. Okay. After clicking on OK, guys, I'd like you to take a good look at our panel right now. So this here, you can see there are 4 divisions, right? So this division right here, you can see the effects panel, info panel, markers, and history panel. Effects panel is where you can find different effects and you place it towards the video itself. But to make it easier for you to understand, let's try opening a ready-made setup project. So I'm going to try to open a recent project. It's entitled Anthony Carvajal project file. Okay, here we go. Here we are. This is an example of a project file. So you can see that there are so many stuff going on. And let me explain to you one by one. So let's go back to the lower left panel. So history will show you the different movements you've done throughout your video editing. If you deleted a file, if you moved a file, it will show up in your history. Project, you see this thing that says project? You know what? Let's just hide this preview. You click there, and then on project, you can see all the different files that are organized in a really nice manner. So there's graphics. Graphics contain some titles. Here are the titles. Here is the music. Here's the photos. You can see them there. And then these project files, these can be found on your laptop. Now, basically, you can actually adjust it so that it doesn't look too shaky. You can move them one by one to your timeline. The timeline is your actual project. Now, before we go to the timeline, you will notice tools here in the middle. The tools are what you use to edit the content that's in the timeline. For example, there's the razor tool. If I click on the razor tool, I can cut stuff in half. You notice that? I can cut clips in half. So after looking at the razor tool, let's look at the project tool itself. So the project tool itself, guys, has lots of video layers. Look at this. On the top part, those are videos. right? What I'm doing is I'm clicking on Control key and scrolling up and scrolling down. Or you can just go up and down using this right here. Go up and down if you just move your mouse there. But I'd rather use Control key and scroll up and scroll down as you select different videos. On the bottom part, right, you see this division between video and audios. The bottom part, you will see a lot of audios at the bottom part, right? So each audio will also have their own layer. Now, we're gonna go through timeline later on step by step. I'm just showing you a preview of an entire project. And here on the preview monitor, guys, you see the actual result of the project. So I'm just gonna play the video.
Here I was diagnosed. That summer, the whole ALS Ice Bucket.
Yeah, so that's it now. So that's the preview.
Nandito na ba lahat? Sa type number 1 nga po kung nandito na po tayo. Type number 1 sa ating chat. Okay. Okay, so let's start na. Sige. Ayan guys, welcome sa ating Day 1 Facebook Ads and Facebook Marketing Masterclass. And sa mga hindi pa po nakakilala sa akin, ako po si Coach Christian. Isa po ako sa magtuturo sa inyo dito sa ating course na ito. Okay? So ito yung mga lessons natin for today. Introduction to Facebook Marketing, Facebook page 101, FB page optimization. Number 4, Facebook page advertising policy, setting up business suite, FB market research, creative guide, and FB ads guide. So etong natin to yung natin expect natin yung lesson natin today. Ito yung mga basic ha. So, yun lang muna yung mga basic na kailangan natin malaman. And then, sa second day natin, ang i-discuss natin yung intermediate level. And then, sa third day, din na tayo mag-stay sa mga targeting natin. Okay? Yun yung pinatawag na yung pangmalakasan na third day. Okay? So, ngayon, puro basic lang. Ito yung mga dapat nating malaman. Okay? Lesson number 1, Introduction to Facebook Marketing. Why do we need to market on Facebook? There are 2.2 billion monthly active users on Facebook in the entire world. So, ganun kadami yung pwede nating mapakitaan ng mga ads natin. In the Philippines alone, there are 78.5 million active users in Facebook. Sipin yun, kahit hindi tayo ganun kalaking bansa, pero meron tayong mga napakitaan na ganito karami. 78.5 million. That is 71.1% of the total population in the Philippines. Okay? Rank 6 country for the number of active users. More than 70% of users log in daily. And then Filipinos are also the world's most uncontrollable users of social media, spending around 4 hours and 12 minutes on various social media platforms every day. So sa tingin ko naman marami nakaka-relate dito sa pag sinabing uncontrollable tayo sa paggamit ng social media. Kaya, sino ba naman ang hindi mapapa-social media ngayon dahil pandemic? Nasa loob ng bahay, walang ginagawa. Diba? Yan. So, ito yung nakuha naming data, Facebook users in Philippines. So, ito po yung 78.5 million na mga tao. So, ang pinakamarami dito is women. Ang women naman, merong 52.4% at ang men ay 47.6%. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo dito sa graph natin, may mga matataas at mapapansin dito ay may mga mababa. And sa ilalim nun, ito yung mga age nila. Mapapansin nyo, ang 18 to 24 years old and 25 to 34 years old, sila yung mga matataas. Pag sinabi mataas, ito yung mga millennial na. So, sila yung mga techie. Madalas gumamit ng social media. Ayan. Kung mapapansin nyo, dun sa pinaka-last, yung 65 plus, hindi na sila masyadong matagal gumamit ng Facebook or ng social media kasi hindi na sila ganun ka-techy. Okay? So, ito yung age natin, 18 to 34 years old. Ang average nito is 31.8% and 30.5%. So, ganun kataas yung age na to. Okay, so mamaya may natin kung bakit kailangan natin malaman itong mga age na to. Next natin, what can you advertise on Facebook? You can advertise your business, products, and services on Facebook using Facebook ads. So, ano nga ba yung mga sample natin? Ito, may kinuha kami, unang-una goods, ayan. So may mga pastries, yan, merong milk tea, and then product, syempre pwede rin mga beauty product and mga accessories, mga ating mga phone. Eh syempre hindi mawawala yung mga services. Yan. So hindi lang ito yung mga pwede nating i-advertise sa Facebook, marami pa po. Okay? Requirements to advertise on Facebook. Establish Facebook account. Yan ang pinakaunang-unang kailangan natin bago tayo mag-advertise kay Facebook. Kailangan yung Facebook account ay establish. Okay? You need to have at least 6 months old Facebook account to maximize your Facebook ads. Hindi po tayo pwede mag-advertise kay Facebook ng dami account ang gagamitin natin. Automatic mababan po tayo kay Facebook. Okay? Kailangan 6 months old pataas. Okay, Facebook is very cautious about its users, and you need to establish your Facebook credibility to run your ads on Facebook. Okay, so sample Facebook account natin si Coach Mon. So ayan guys, kung gusto niyo i-add si Coach Mon sa kanyang Facebook profile, ito po ang kanyang pangalan. Pwede niyo po siyang i-add. Okay, so kung mapapansin natin dito, ang sinample natin ay ang Facebook account ni Coach, kasi mapapansin nyo, joined March 2010. So, napakatagal na nung kanyang Facebook. Okay? Next natin, Facebook page for your business. You need to create a page using your personal Facebook account to run an ad. Do not use your personal Facebook profile to advertise your products and services to avoid getting banned on Facebook. So, pwede daw tayong maban kay Facebook kapag ginamit natin yung ating personal profile kapag mag-a-advertise tayo ng mga products and services natin. Balik tayo. Okay, so, syempre, sample Facebook page, ito po yung gagamitin natin para makapagbenta doon sa Facebook platform. Kasi ito yung pinakamagandang lalagyan ng mga products and services natin kapag magbebenta tayo sa loob ng Facebook. So, itong sample natin, ito ay isang Facebook page. Sa mga wala pang pong Facebook page, ito ang itsura ng Facebook page. Okay? Next natin, mode of payment. Syempre, binabayaran natin si Facebook para ipakita yung mga products and services natin sa mga tao kahit hindi natin to friends. Okay? So, ito yung mga pwedeng gamitin na pambayad kay Facebook, Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal. Next, credit card, debit card, or PayPal account to pay for Facebook ads. Facebook does not allow all types of cards to be used for Facebook ads. So, ayun yung natin. Hindi lahat ng card ay pwede. So, anong dapat natin gawin? Try to input your card's information first to check if you can use it to run your ads. Okay, so kailangan ilagay muna natin, itry natin kung i-accept ni Facebook yung mga card na hawak natin. Okay? Next natin, proper knowledge in running a successful Facebook ads. Having the right knowledge is essential in running your business ads on Facebook to avoid potential business losses. So ito yung nangyayari madalas kapag hindi natin alam yung mga tama natin gagawin sa pag-advertise kay Facebook, magsasayang tayo ng pera. Kaya kailangan natin kahit paano may kaalaman tayo kung paano tayo magraran doon kay Facebook. Okay? So, ang ginagawa ng mga tao, ganito. Nakita ko si Facebook page, okay? Gumawa ako ng Facebook page. Tapos, ang ginagawa nila, gumagawa sila ng mga posts. And then, may nakita sila doon, boost post. Yun yung pinaka-basic eh. Ang ginagawa nila, kiniklik nila si boost post. And then, naglalagay sila doon. And then, ang targeting nila, the more the merrier. Meron po bang gumagawa dito nun? Anyone, guys? Type number 2 kung meron gumagawa dito nun, the more the merrier. Na mga keyword, yung mga targeting natin. Meron po ba? May mga gumagawa dito nun? Huwag kayong mahiya. Nung first time ko, di ba? Meron may mga gumagawa talaga nun. Pero hindi naman may iwasan yun. Pero syempre, kailangan may kaalaman tayo. Okay? Ayan. So, marami-rami rin. Next natin, Facebook page 101. Okay. Why do we need a Facebook page? Facebook pages are for businesses, brands, and organizations to share stories and connect with people. So, yun yung kahalagahan ng ating Facebook page. Your Facebook page gives your business a voice on Facebook. Having page helps you build your reputation, reach new customers, and stay connected. You can instantly get feedback from your customers. So, pwede sila, halimbawa, nag-order sila or kumuha sila ng services mo anytime or kapag katapos nilang makuha yung products or services na inavail nila sa inyo where pwede silang maglagay agad ng feedback. Okay? Customize pages by posting stories, hosting events, adding apps, pulling your following, and more people who like your page. And friends of people who like your page can get your page update in your news feeds. Okay, how to create a Facebook page from scratch. So, ito yung step-by-step natin kung paano tayo gagawa ng Facebook page from scratch. Step number 1, log into your Facebook account. Siyempre, kailangan meron tayong Facebook account. Step number 2, go to pages. So, nandito po siya sa gilid, itong pages na to. I-click lang po natin siya. Okay, so step number 3, click create page. So, gagawa na tayo ng ating page. Yan. And then step number 4, type your desired page name and put the business category and click create page. So, syempre, kailangan yung page natin may pangalan. Hindi po pwedeng blanco lang yung page natin. And then, ang mas maganda,
Okay, there we go. Okay, let's start. Here's the big guns. So let's start. Social media integration. It's the ability to boost your traffic. Do you know what traffic means? What's the other word for traffic? It means people.
Visitors?
Yeah, people.
Visitors.
Yeah, visitors. To boost the number of people using the trinity of social media marketing and the two holy grail of information storage. And I'm going to reveal to you what these are right now. Okay? So let's start. So these are the tools that you will be utilizing. The trinity of social media is ManyChat, Facebook, and MailChimp. And the holy grail of, oh yeah, these three, by the way, these three on the bottom, social media, Gmail, Facebook, and ManyChat. And the holy grail of information capture, information storage, is MailChimp and Excel. So what you'll be doing with that is, you'll be utilizing all these to create money. I just added the gun there because I thought it looks cool, you know, thug life. So yeah, so basically, you'll just be utilizing all these tools to create money, and I'm living proof of that. Guys, I've been earning right now. I'm not lying. I've been earning right now 7,000 as an average daily. Actually, 7,000. I was earning 5K for every 3 hours. That's when I'm working my butt off, doing what I'm about to teach you right now. So, but of course, before you do this, you need to have an idea first. You need to have something that you know people will run after. And that's what I realized when I started to generate my traffic. I thought, what is one thing that people are looking for? So there's beauty. There are beauty, do you call that, health and beauty ebooks, health and beauty tips, health and wellness. There's muscle gym stuff like that, or how to be a millionaire book, something like that. But then I realized there's a lot of traffic of people who are looking for jobs. There's so many people right now looking for jobs, and I thought, why don't I invest in that? So I was thinking, how do I convert people looking for jobs into money? Because there are like billions of people right now looking for jobs. So I thought, why not create a tutorial to help them not only get a job, but also stay employed in the job? So these are just one of the ideas, and I can give you so many more ideas on the online business masterclass that most people haven't even thought yet. That when you launch this, who knows, you might even make more money than me. But eventually, my goal is that we all become billionaires. Understood?
Wow. I like
That's my goal. As long as you stay subscribed with me monthly, that's 373. I mean, if you have 20,000 a month, 373 monthly, that's a small investment to become a millionaire in the future. Because what I want is, when I'm at this level, you guys are following me, and when I reach this level, I want you guys to be just right here. I want no one to be left behind. I'm gonna pull you over to make sure everyone learns everything and does it the right way, as long as you stay subscribed. Understood?
Yep.
Okay, let's proceed. So here's the sequence of how you do it. You start with Facebook. using, and then you proceed, and then your client goes to ManyChat. They enter the funnel. This is the social media funnel, by the way. This is some important things you need to learn. And then they enter ManyChat. After ManyChat, they enter MailChimp. They enter MailChimp. From MailChimp, they enter your data collection tool. And from there, you use that using Gmail. You don't even need autoresponders for this. I'm going to teach you how to send 1,000 emails using Gmail. Did you know you can do that?
No.
There are companies right now asking you to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called autoresponders. But I can tell you, dude, I've been sending 1,000 emails one click using Gmail. It's crazy.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
And then next, eventually, get you the money. And you can also utilize Ammo CRM for the automaticity of this. And I think you know what I mean when I say that if you've studied Ammo CRM. Okay? So I suggest you study Ammo CRM after this if you still haven't. And I suggest you study the tutorial on all of these if you still haven't. It's just there on our units. For those who haven't studied this, I hope you can catch along, alright? But don't worry, I'll be starting from scratch. That's what I always do. Okay, so are you ready to see how it does? My recipe of getting thousands of pesos. And I'm not saying millions right away. I'm realistic. I'm not going to say when you do this, you're going to become a millionaire overnight. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you it starts with hundreds first. But dude, I'm telling you, when I got my first 373, I was the happiest person in the world. It's like I won the freaking lottery. It's like it took me 4 months to study this, and after 4 months of hard work, I got my 373. And my wife is asking me, "Why are you so happy?" And I said, "I got 373. How long would you work for that?" I said, "4 months." And then she was saying, "That's such a long time." But now it's growing, and I'm gonna teach you how you reach that. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. So first, you go to your Facebook. This is my, but guys, I'd like you to know this. Facebook has become really strict now, so you cannot just create an account and use it for business because Facebook can detect that. In other words, if you have gathered 5 Facebook accounts in the past, do not let it go. Am I clear?
Yeah.
This is an old account, Vagabond X. This is my gaming account, and then the thing is, I tried to create more accounts, to spread more business, and then I realized Facebook has started banning blank accounts who have created pages right away. If you create an account and you create page right away and you start sharing and boosting right away, Facebook will know that you're the same person. And I don't know how they do that. So if you have many Facebook accounts, please do not get rid of them. Please say it. And if possible, give me one. If you can, just give me one of them. Because it's really useful. So let's start with this one. But anyway, you can start a business with one account. You can create as many pages in as many groups as you want. But the thing is, if you create too many and you share too many at the same time, your account can get temporarily blocked for like a day before you can share again. So that's why that's the advantage of having multiple Facebooks, because you can share as many time as you want in each account. Like 5 shares in this account, 5 shares in this, 5 shares in the other one. But I'm going to tell you that later. So let's start. So first off, to begin your journey to getting this gun with the money, create a page, okay? So let's create a page. Let's create traffic. Let's think of an idea. Okay, let's think of an idea right now. What do you think people will want? What do you think people need right now, guys? Come on, think.
Money.
Money, yes, they want money. And another thing do you think people want love life right now? Need love life? Yeah, do you think they would pay to finally get a love life? Is that possible? Okay, let's start with money. Okay, why don't we try to sell an ebook that gives money, right? That sells money. So here's what we do. So get started. Business or brand. Okay, let's do this. And then let's name the page. Let's name it Millionaires Corner. Millionaires Corner. The category will be financial service, and then address, let's just give it 554 Cebu City, Cebu 6000, optional. Okay, continue. I'm showing you how to make it from scratch, alright? And now there's your there's your Facebook group. You need to make sure it has a picture, okay? And you know what? To make more people come to your Facebook, you don't just add a picture that's so common in Google Pics, because groups and pages that have the same pictures for their groups as is getting old. So I suggest you create a unique picture using Canva or using Photoshop, or you can just use your photo. So for now, I'm just gonna use whatever photo I have here, and then just pretend it's unique, okay? So it's money. So it's money making. Okay, so I'm just gonna get a picture. Money, guy, and image. Okay, let's say this is me. Let's just pretend that's me. And then let's save the photo on my desktop over here. Okay. Where did that go? Oh yeah, we opened a different window. Oh, this is not the one. Did we just... Oh, there you are. The lizard is back. Okay. Desktop. This is the guy. Very good. And now choose a cover photo. The cover would be something nice.
Hi, my name is Fahachima and I'm going to be your instructor for the smart guide to making a website on WordPress from scratch. I call this a smart guide because WordPress is a huge framework, but you don't need to know each and everything about WordPress to get started on making your first website. In fact, I've been making websites for more than 2 years now and I still don't know each and everything about WordPress. So in this course, I'm not going to be teaching you WordPress, but in fact, I'm going to be teaching you the skill of making a website on WordPress. Also, I see a lot of courses out there where you're required to have a hosting, a domain, and even buy a premium theme in order to get started. But honestly, you don't need to have any of these things to get started. For this course, you don't need to have any coding knowledge, you don't need to have any hosting, domain, and on top of that, I'm going to give you a premium theme for free that you can use to get started on making your first website. So if you do decide to take this course, I promise you, by the end of this course, you wouldn't have just made your first ever WordPress website, but you would have learned the skill of making all of your future websites.